going to cover common factors and greatest common factors. And we already learned what factors are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over that real quick. Let's do a prime factorization of 24. Give me two numbers, Brody. 6 and 4, okay. Let's see. Ben, what do we do next? Which one do you want to do? Okay, and that breaks into 2 and 2. And then we do 6, and that's, Garrett? 2 and 3. Okay, well, I'm really picky though, so when you guys do this from now on, you're going to have to reorder them. So we're going to go least to greatest of 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. I want all the little numbers up front. Does that make sense? So just rewrite it again. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay? So we're going to do this today using two numbers. Do the prime factorization of both of those numbers. And then find their greatest common factor, okay? So we're going to have two numbers now. Let's do 36 and 18. No, I'm sorry. Don't do 18. Let's do 21. Okay. Let's do the prime factorization first of 36. JT, what two numbers you want to do?
6 and 6.
Alright, 6 and 6. 6 breaks down to...
3 times 2.
Other 6 breaks down to...
3 times 2.
So my prime factorization is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Here's my 2, here's my 2, here's my 3, here's my 3. Okay, let's move on and do 21. What do you want, Madison? Okay, 7 times 3. Can I break that down anymore? No. So what we're going to do, we're going to put our numbers side or on top of each other. So I have 21 and 36. Let's write them just like that. For 21, it was 3 times 7. For 36, it was
2 times 2 times 3 times 3.
Do they have any factors in common?
No. Yeah. 3.
21 is 3 times 7. 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Are any of those the same? Which one? 3. So we're going to take the 3 from 21 and one of the 3's from 36. I don't have any other, so my greatest common factor is just 3. That is the only factor that is in common between those two numbers. I'm glad you think that's fun. Yes, Hammer? We're just figuring out the greatest common factor between two numbers. It's pretty easy, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do another one. Let's do 42. Okay. And let's do... Let's do 72. Okay. Let's do this one together still though. 42. What two numbers should we do? Jeffrey?
6 times 7.
Okay. 6 times 7. Can I break down the 7?
Nope.
Is it prime or composite? Prime. What does prime mean? Okay, prime means you can only multiply the number times itself and 1. Okay, those are the only two factors. Composite would be, anybody know what's composite? Gracie? Okay, has more than two. More than two what? Factors. Okay, so 6 we break it down to 2 times 3. So what's our prime factorization for 42?
2 times 3 times 7.
Perfect. Now let's do 72. What two numbers should we do, Hope? 8 times 9? Okay, which one are we going to break down first? Okay, what do you want to do for 8? Okay, 4 times 2. Do we stop there?
No.
What do we have to do?
Look at the 9. 4.
Before we move on to the 9, we got to look at the 4. 4 is for composite or prime?
Composite.
Composite. We're going to do 2 times 2. Is my 2 good up here?
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on to 9. What should we do for 9?
3 times 3.
So my prime factorization for 72 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Don't forget your 2 up here, even though you're taking down your 4. You guys seem to forget that you got that lone 2 up there. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, now we're just looking right here. Are there any factors that are present in both 42 and 72? Paul? 2. Okay, so we're going to circle the 2 of 42 and the 2 of 72. We eliminated a 1. Are there any more? 3. Okay, so we'll take one of the 3's from 72 and the 3 from 42. Is that it? Yeah, that one, that's it. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys can't even see. Okay, anybody know what we do now with these two? Just any guesses? Emma?
You decide that you know that 3 is bigger than 2 and the 3 is going to factor as 3?
Nope. What you do is, we have 2 here, we have 3 here. You multiply, what is it?
6.
So 6 becomes our greatest common factor. Okay? 6. So you're taking, you have 2 was a common factor, and 3 was a common factor. So you're multiplying those 2 common factors. Okay? Does that make sense, or anyone have questions? Okay. We're going to do another one. No, it's not your ticket yet. We're going to do 20 and 30. Do this one on your own. That the 2 factors that you found in both numbers were what? 2 and 5. What do we call those 2 numbers?
Factors.
Not just factors, but they're what those 2 numbers have in common. It's what those 2 numbers have in common, so they become known as common factors. Okay? So we're going to do this one 2 ways. We're going to do it the way we just did it. So 20 break down into what 2 numbers do you want to do? 5 and 4. Okay. Are we done?
No.
What do we do? Okay, 2 times 2. So my prime factorization for 20 is
2 times 2 times 5.
okay, I like to circle them when they're prime. You don't have to. I just like to do it because I feel organized. When it's a prime number, I circle it so I know it has to come down here. Okay? That's going to help you out. That's great. If not, don't do it. I didn't circle 4 because it's 4 prime. No, we already went over that. We broke that down into 2 more factors. Okay? Let's go into 30. 6 times 5. Is 6 prime? No, it's composite. Is 5 prime? Okay. For my own sake, I'm going to circle it. 6, what do we do? Since it's composite. So I know those have to come down here. Make what?
2 times 3 times 5.
And then we're going to circle the 2,
Two and
the 2s, and the 5 and the 5. So my common factors are 2 and 5. That equals what?
10.
Okay, so my greatest common factor equals 10. You guys can't even see it. Let me know. Okay? Let's do that one a different way. Do you remember when we had a number like this? And you had to list out the factors? So the first factor you always start with what number? 1 times what equals 20? Okay, so we're going to do it like that as well. So you have 1 times 20. Let's move on to 2. Does 2 go into 20? Times what?
10 times.
Then we move on to 3. Can 3 go into 20? No. Can 4 go into 20?
Yes.
How many times?
5.
Am I done?
Yes.
Okay. So I have 4 and 5. Let's do 30. What's my first number I go to?
130.
Okay. Then what? Does 2 go into 30?
Yes.
Then I move to 3. Does 3 go into 30?
Yes.
Then I move to 4. Does 4 go into 30? Okay, I can't put 4. Can I put 5?
Yes.
What would I put?
6.
And then I'm done. Okay? Now we're going to look... Oh, sorry guys. Okay, now we're going to look at it this way. What factors do they have in common?
2.
Let's start from the first. They're always going to have 1.
2.
Okay? They will always have 1 in common. You know why? Exactly, because any number can always be multiplied by 1 to get itself. Does that make sense? Okay. So, then we look at 2. They both have 2, right? What other number do they have in common?
5.
Hey, and then 10. This way, if we're going to list them out, we're not going to be multiplying the common factors, okay? It already is showing us the greatest common factor without even multiplying, okay? Does that make sense? Otherwise, these are, as long as you know what you're doing, I'm perfectly happy. So I want you guys to do it this way, one go around, okay? So I'm going to give you 2 numbers. No, you're going to do it this way first. So you're going to get 48 and 24. Okay. Work on that way. 48.
148.
Okay, then what?
2 is 24.
Then what? Does 3 go into 48?
16.
Then what?
4.
Then we're going to go to 5?
No.
Nope. Then we go to 6?
6 and 8.
Are we done?
Yes.
Yes, because we know 7 is the only number left, and 7 times 7 is
49.
perfect. Okay, so 24, what number do we start with?
1 is 24.
So you guys are so good at this. Then what?
2 is 12.
Then what?
3 is 8. 4 is 6.
And then we stop at 4 and 6. So let's go through. Alright, Ella's already showing us. We've always got 1 in common, right?